hello, Dave. I didn't know they were gonna have a double episode, so that's why my time's 9:30. I'm like, I didn't even know. And then somebody put it in my comments on the space, saying, "Hey, the post I posted earlier." So let's get into it. I'm trying to remember everything. It was like 2 hours. I just could not watch it drinking. I was like, oh God. Hope I remember everything. I should take notes like I normally do, but I was just so, hey, how you doing, baby? Welcome, welcome. I was so into the episode that I did not take notes. So if you want to hit the link, because your girl been drinking and I enjoyed it. I was into it, baby. Especially the second episode, right? The preview, everything. And we're going to get into that too, because we did see the preview of the anticipated, the missionaries, the things. So the first one was Jordan. Anyway, the first episode to me mainly was about how you doing, Miguel. The first episode, you want to hit the link? Miguel, hit the link now. Go ahead, baby. I feel like that the first episode to me was mainly about trying to get Raven out the house. And in my opinion, in this whole burn vote situation, you know, the girls are smart. Now, never in challenge history do you see the girls collectively, like the whole girls get together and make these moves. Like in this new, I call it the new vets in training. It's interesting to see how they're moving, especially how they move in the competition. Now, Michelle, to me, I know they don't consider Michelle to be a vet, but I kind of feel like she is kind of like more experienced than a lot of the people that's there. So when they had that whole competition, and she had the headphones on. They were talking about her yelling and stuff. You could say she was yelling, but that shit was organized. You know what I'm saying? I need you to back up. I need you to go right, left. I need you to go over here. What the note say? What you got? Even when they was having problems, Colin was. I mean, Colin killed her the first two, but when Colin was having issues, she was like, Colin, do we need to change out? Is there a problem?" She was running it like a well-oiled machine, like she was a manager. I felt like she was running it. I was like, okay, this is what the fuck it is. But I love how Michelle is in her element here. If people are paying attention, when Michelle was in the other challenges, people said, why is she struggling? Because she did so good in Survivor or whatever. I mean, I don't know. Michelle was Survivor, right? Anyway, so, and people say she has been failing on the challenge, but you see, she's freaking doing an awesome job here on Channel 39 because the other fields kind of it's leveled. The people who were in the challenge, the vet, she couldn't compete with that. But here, I feel like she's a little more experienced. So, and I just feel like she's kind of fitting in, and she's finding her way. Like I like it. I really, really do. I like the role that Olivia is playing. Olivia is coming through and she's doing Olivia, but at the same time, she's being smart. She's not being all loud in the limelight, but she's making sure she's a part of the important conversations. So I really am liking the way the women are moving. To be fair, the women are moving um, strategically. I feel like right. So with the first one, again, I feel like it was really a whole lot about getting Raven out the house.
You
Now,
see, that was cute and all, but we've had enough of your spaces in the challenge. Stop ruining the challenge. We don't need to hear your business. And nobody, and don't mute me. You're bald. Please shut this down.
ugh, who is that? First of all, oh my God, bitch. I don't know who the fuck you are. I am so excited that you took the time to come into my space and talk shit. First of all, bitch, when you address me, make sure you address me correctly. I am the motherfucking queen. The queen of the reality TV. What it is. Did you thought you would intimidate me because you came to this motherfucking and said that shit? Bitch, get the fuck up out of here. You're trash. And you're a loser. Who you thought you was fucking fooling with? Bitch, I drag people for free. You're nothing to me. Oh my God, a minion. Actually, a fan. Hello? A fan came in here and decided to get dragged by the queen. Bitch, you're blocked and removed. Fuck you, goodbye. For those who are here that are new, I'd rather not do those type of things. But honestly, in my kingdom that I am in, A lot of people on the challenge are super haters. I realize that. But I eat that shit for breakfast. I don't care. I'm a blogger. I do commentary. I started doing spaces when I was doing Big Brother. And I love doing spaces. So I last season, when I did the Twitter space, I had ended a whole fucking cast. Everybody remembers that. Cinco, who was also on the channel, was co-hosting with me. People hated it. It is not my fault. I know how to network and podcast and interview. Y'all see me on Twitter. Check out my YouTube channel. I have interviewed aftercast from Big Brother to the challenge. Fuck. I'm sorry. Damn, I hate that shit. Ugh. Anyway, what's up, Miguel? For those of you, I'm sorry. I know they came here and I know who it was, baby. On the what, third episode? I mean, damn.
Oh, don't apologize. What did they do? They came into your space wanting to talk shit. Don't apologize for them.
But let me get it back because I even forgot. Oh, Miguel, you there? Go ahead, Miguel.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Don't apologize for them. They came into your space, so they should get the dragon of a lifetime. I can't say much right now because I'm at the gym, but I just wanted to say hi and just wanted to listen to you kind of do with the episode. So that's all I have to say.
Well, I appreciate you, baby. And whenever you come into my space, all you gotta do is hit request. You automatically are gonna come up here because you come to my channel space every time. So just automatically hit request. You know what I'm saying? So for those who hate on Facebook, that's probably who that is. That is so cute to me. Just so y'all know, keep them coming. Because you better ask around. Cameshiareviews don't, that stuff don't. And this is recorded and it'll be in my podcast. So you can listen to replay of how you were dragged over and over again. Ah, okay. Ugh. So anyway, first episode to me, I don't know why. First of all, I don't know why they put two episodes together. Let's talk about that. I don't know why they put two episodes together. But again, I'm gonna say from the first episode, I will say it was mostly about trying to get Raven out. But when Raven called Juju to the platform, baby, everybody was like, because she's such a sweet, sweet person. Everybody was like, oh, whatever. But I was saying to myself, y'all saying ah and ooh, but if they would have called your ass, hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, I know who you are. Okay. If they would have called your behind to the platform to go in with Raven, y'all would have been super upset. You understand what I'm saying? So I felt like with Raven, she dug her own grave with the. I mean, I don't say grave. She dug her own hole with the situation. I still don't know why she said what she said to the other side, to the boys, Chauncey, all of that. I don't know why she was doing that. It was the only second episode. So she would be going with the house and just things. And so it is what it is. But I know how Raven played from the last season. Raven don't play. Look at her arms. Her arms are actually bigger this season than they were last season. Like she is strong as hell. What is going on, Jay? What you gotta say, baby?
Oh, I'm saying I'm waiting till you get to the part where Burners fight. That's what I'm waiting for. Once you talk about that, then I have some stuff I want to say about that.
So the burner fight? Yes. Well, that was the highlight of the first episode, and I'm going to end it with that before we move to the second episode. This is what I'm going to say about the burner fight. I thought the burner fight was like it's like somebody told them in their ear, each person, "Hey, did you know that so and so said this? Hey, did you know that so and so said that?" And what that does is causes a fight. Anybody that hears by somebody else, they finna get into it. So as they face each other off, I'm like, who started this fight? It just seemed like not real to me. I don't know. What you gotta say about it, Day?
I feel like, but Burner feeling like she was being bullied. I feel like the language barrier is what made the argument really happen because Burner was trying to tell her that she felt like she was being bullied, but she called her a bully, which is really offended of Melissa and all that. And also, apparently, Big T and Raven posted on Twitter that the reason why Big T and Melissa were like looking away or whatever was because Berta was arguing about when the race about water being splashed on her. What do you think about that though?
To me, a lot of the stuff that was happening with the looks and the smiles is kind of crazy. Look, I know we don't get to see all the scenes. I understand what you're saying about the splash of water, but even with the whole bully thing, because the fact that when she was dancing, when they were at the pool, and all that stuff, to me, I was like, girl, you don't know what they were laughing at. And I've been that person before when I've been somewhere, and people were, in my younger days, were around me in a group, and I might have been doing something, and I wasn't like close to them to see what they were looking at or whatever, and they were laughing and talking, and you make the assumption, oh, you're laughing at me, but they're not. You don't know. So then you act crazy, look crazy when you like, oh, you laughing at me, girl, But I get her in a position. I saw looking at her burn. I was like, don't react. And so you use the word like bully. Bully is a heavy word. Her language, as far as her speaking English, she's gotten a lot better, but she struggles with it. So when you're trying to imagine being like, when we were in school and you're learning basic English and arithmetic, whatever. For us, we're learning that we're still struggling. Let's be real at school. So imagine being an adult learning a whole new language and still having a rough time. So I get it with her saying bully, but I also get Melissa's position. Melissa talked about her youth and how she was bullied. So that word is heavy to her. It's a heavy meaning to her. I just think when Berna did it, maybe she should have did it with just the two of them. Because when people are around you, you want to do a show. Sometimes you give people a show because like more than one person there. So I think and I'm not saying it's bad because Melissa, but and then you drinking and you hype everybody hyped around you in a circle. You know what I'm saying? Then when she walks up to you and starts saying, "Hey, I feel bullied," da da da, she's like, "What?" Da, da, da. That's just I'm just imagining that's a reaction. So I just think that maybe if the conversation was daytime, chill, calmer heads, intimate, maybe the three of them talking, than nobody around, I think it would have went a different direction. I firmly believe that. I really, really do. I don't think it would have went as far as it did. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They took it as far as it did, whatever. I like the fact that they met up in the end, but I said, look, Berna said, I'm gonna go say I mean, not Berna, Melissa said, I'm gonna go say I'm sorry because it's a girls' day and thing. I was like, I sure have been there saying, girl, I'm sorry. I was tripping. But I think Melissa was also being real and the reasons behind it, why she was actually saying, what I'm saying, that she was sorry because, I mean, she was reacting on stuff that happened in her youth and she did admit that. So I don't know. I thought Melissa handled it. She handled it very well. And Juju got her ass ate up. Okay. Raven got the opportunity to show to everybody, oh, you can put me in, but I'm gonna come back. That's kind of what Raven was saying. And at the same time, Raven needs to learn how to play and be quiet. And so when she came back and gave everybody a hug, I'd have been saying, "Oh, I'm gonna give you guys a hug. You sound cool now, but mind you, I forget nothing. Y'all threw me in. I ain't gonna forget. What's up, Miguel? What you got?"
I want to know what you think of what's that girl's name? Fukui. What do you think of her? Because she's been eliminated early 3 seasons now. I ain't never seen Argentina, but from world champions and this, she just seems. I don't know. I could live without her in the challenge for future seasons personally. Yeah.
Now, who'd you say? He said, "Who'd you say?" I know you're in the gym.
Uh, what do you feel about Fukui or the Argentina girl that just got home?
Oh, to be honest, okay, I feel like that she's a nice girl, but I will say this: that doesn't mean anything because when I saw her getting down, she was getting down. I think a lot of Juju's problem was it was just a language barrier. Horatio, he had me weak. He would be like, Juju, because he'd be getting frustrated because he'd be telling Juju, like, because she got, when she got the first round, because it took a lot of work to get the first round. So when she got the first round, she was exhausted. And I think, in my opinion, I felt like Horatio saw himself. Because people were trying to say it's romantic. No, he's with, he's with Nuri or whatever. But I think he saw himself in Juju, especially the way he went home, you know, the last challenge. And so I was just dying every time he was like Juju, Juju. And he was speaking Spanish. Well, I know some. I mean, I know a lot of Spanish, but I can't because I'm like being silly. But he was like trying to tell her like abajo, and he was just like, and they were just talking, and it just seemed like she was so focused and she was into it, and she was doing it. It was really good, and I felt really really bad for her because she was grinding. But I felt like Raven was lost and Juju was getting it, and she couldn't even barely understand language. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, go ahead.
I feel like Raven's problem she's is that she does not have like set allies. Like nobody knows who she's truly aligned with because she's trying to play both sides so bad, and they all know what she's trying to do.
Okay, this is true, but Raven is to me is gonna be the one that when the girls get down to the numbers and they want to throw somebody in, it's gonna be Raven every time. Unless she builds a social whatever, most of the time in these shows, the way the narrative starts in the first couple of episodes is how it's gonna go for the rest of the episodes. They're gonna give a chance. They're gonna throw her in every time. Either it's gonna be, oh, I can't trust her, or it's gonna be the other one of, oh, she's so strong. Did you see how she was in the first elimination? It's gonna be a lot of those. Now, mind you, this is all a mute point because this is stages, as we still haven't hit zero yet. Woo, baby, that clock is ticking. Okay, it's going fast, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and go to the second episode, which maybe the second episode had a lot going on. First of all, it is a coming out party for Big T. I thought that was awesome how they did it. And I'm not jumping to the inner thing. I just wanted to say that was really kind of a lot of the theme of it too. We got to see James get angry for 2 seconds. I said, James turned to the Hunger Queen. If I get put in elimination, I'm going tennis hot. I was like, what? What is going? I was like, oh shit. See, sometimes you don't know how people gonna be until they get nominated. I tell you. But I go ahead, Miguel. Go ahead. Miguel.
Sorry, I was just gonna say it was funny him getting mad saying that he was gonna do something when we just saw him last week get gassed out over running back and forth just to put some lights in the tunnel.
I know I forgot he was on the struggle bus last week, so I'm like, man, you doing a whole lot. So part two to me, I guess you can look at like it was like I was yelling at the screen. One thing I was frustrated about is Huey when he got nominated. I was like, why are we even like? I don't know. I felt like there was a lot of chaos involved with this. Miguel, how did you feel about the second episode
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.
with the challenge?
Oh, in regards to the challenge, I liked it. It was interesting. I was hoping for Maurice. I was like, Maurice, come on, baby, dig deep. Come on, you can swim. I thought they were gonna lose points because of that because I didn't understand the rules. I thought you weren't supposed to help someone pick up a puzzle piece, so I thought they were gonna I thought they were gonna lose money because of that, and that Maurice was gonna have a target on her back. But I guess they didn't. But I liked it. It was a lot of Kylan, which I enjoyed. Can't wait to get to that part.
Exactly. So yes, I was extremely frustrated with Nuri. You called that part extremely well. I was like, this girl is getting on my nerve. Every time she act like she was about to go. Oh no, I'm sorry. Every time she went down and then she came back up, I'm like, what are you doing? You already. She literally was right there. And one of the girls, I think it was Olivia, and no one even paid attention to maybe she kept to herself. When Olivia went under the water, she used the yellow rope to pull up somewhat. No, she went down, but she didn't go as far as down everybody else because what she did, she took the rope and she was smart. And then she started pulling the puzzle piece up. I thought that was super super smart. And every time Nuri kept on, I was like, "Girl, bye." You went through all that stuff in the first episode, and you gonna sit there and just look. I was like, "Oh, I love when Big T was like, look, 'cause Big T had one moment when she couldn't go down, and she said, baby." But Melissa, to me, I was proud of her because Melissa was right there with her, like struggling, having failed one. And she said, I get what she was saying. I don't know if it was the mom and me that felt like I got to protect myself because she was scared. She was going to be in the bottom. I don't know, but she was smart. She said, fuck that. Melissa got down there and got that puzzle piece. So I enjoyed seeing those moments because I'm not gonna lie, because the camera goes down with the cast members. It does look pretty steep down there. Like just being transparent, and they have to go all the way down there. Hold your breath, because everybody has that fear. If you get all the way down there, can I hold my breath to come all the way up? And that's everybody's fear, and it's the actual fear. So I was like, I get why she didn't want to do it. The water challenges to me, if I actually had to go on the challenge, even if I had got myself in shape, whatever. I already know that the height and the water ones I would struggle with. I would. Because having to go deep like that, I already know I would struggle with that shit, child. It would be a mess. So what did you think about the I know you said with the water thing, Miguel, you get it. But I was confused also with the rules. I will say that. I didn't understand the rules. But let's go ahead and get to the actual time when they did have to go to the pit, and they after Huey was nominated, and I think Huey nominated Kylan. And I'm gonna be saying this right here live while it's recorded. I think he nominated him only because he thought he was gonna be able to beat him, and that's my opinion on that. Miguel, how do you feel? Do you think the same or you think different?
I think it could be either or. I felt like I I kind of understood his reasoning that he didn't have connections with Fire, but he also didn't have connections with a lot of people in that game. He hadn't played a lot with a lot of people in this game, so I don't know. I don't see why he thought he could beat Kylan. Kylan's one of the strongest guys in the house, so I don't know. That was just me on them.
I agree. They say they think that Huey is, fit in all these things. And I think Huey has done. I've seen him do some stuff, but this season I really didn't see much. Maybe he didn't get the opportunity. So when Kylie was in there, I was getting frustrated. I was getting mad because I was like, why are they showing? No shade. They showed Huey almost that whole challenge. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I was like, I know they were showing like the updates of where they were in points, but I was like, okay, where's Colin? Is Colin even there? They kept showing Huey. They kept showing Huey. I was like, where is Colin? I was like yelling at the screen, watching it on my iPad. Finally, when they would show him, he was doing an awesome job. And it seemed like, I said, why at this part? He did damn near perfect. Once he figured out his rhythm, he had it perfect until the last two. I said, why? I literally questioned that. Because I'm trying to figure out why is it that when this fool gets down to the last two slots, then the panic sets in.
Yeah,
Why do you think?
I feel that. I feel like because he was so close to winning that he probably was like getting a little bit nervous. I feel like he probably was like, okay, I can win this, but he might have gotten to his head a little bit. Thankfully, he got over that. But yeah, there was a moment where I was like, okay, what's with the failed attempts? You got this rhythm, Jack. Please hurry up and finish.
I was like so frustrated. I was like, if you don't hurry the hell up, Kyler. So when I knew he had it once one of the balls went in before the last one, because I kept on saying, well, damn, if you gonna just stand there, Kyler, and just watch Huey, catch up with it, then we'll go ahead and do that. Because I was like, what are we doing here? Every time the ball would hit the side, ding, I was like, oh my God, Kyler, if you don't get that, I'm just saying. People look at me like, it's a TV show. Because I'm sitting here like screaming at the TV and making all kind of noises that I've never said before. Just like Colin and some gibberish came after. I don't know what I even said. So anyway, obviously Colin won. It was a wonderful when he won. I was so happy for him. I don't know. He seemed so elated. He obviously made strategic plans that I gotta touch base with everybody and get my plans together because they so easily put me in here. I'm maybe doing something wrong. I would think the same exact way. If somebody puts me in the pit so early in the game, I would question my place socially with the rest of the cast because so far in this stage, they are playing together. They're not separate. If you're playing together, your social game should be A1 because you guys are collectively playing. It's not like different teams, it's not like individual games. And what a lot of them been doing is playing individual games and small alliances, and they're getting caught up, like being thrown in the pit and all these things. So let's go ahead and we're gonna end this up with talking about Jordan coming to uh yes. See, so first of all, Jordan is one of my favorites. I freaking love me some Jordan. Let me tell you, if I interview him, I probably will faint. That's how I felt when I interviewed Devin. When I interviewed him, I was the whole time thinking to myself, I'm interviewing Devin. Well, that's how I felt. So the interview him is one of my dreams, long time bananas. But anyway, let's not talk about me. Uh, seeing him coming in because I knew they were gonna bring in CT first. I thought they were at first because in like the preview, not preview, but kind of they were showing the pictures of that big old ball and chain, which is gonna be CT. So I was saying to myself, is CT gonna be first? I said, nah, they're gonna say CT for last. I already know he's the piece of resistance. So they're gonna save for last. They're not gonna have him in the beginning. But even though the ones I want, we already know Kyra and Maria are gonna be one of them. I had called out the first episode. I mean, but the first space, who are gonna be there? But CT's my favorite. I'm just gonna keep it 100%. People was like, why didn't they have bananas? They didn't have bananas because bananas, even though he's a champion, he's still like he's still in the mix of it. Like a lot of these people who they're bringing back, really, Jordan won, but it was like what? He won, someone back, he'll take a break in between. Banana will do a 39, Banana will do something else. He always got something going on. So a lot of these vets take a break, Bananas do not. He's on the show right now. So I think that Jordan coming back is going to be good, and I don't see anybody beating them. Especially if he's motivated that I ain't gotta come. Look, they don't have to come into the house. They ain't gotta deal with the bullshit. All they gotta do is come and beat whatever. I guess I don't know how the rules go if they lose or something. Whoever maybe is if the house decides that person goes down, then you go against the vet to stay in the house. And if you lose, they take the 10,000 or whatever it is. And I ain't gotta deal with the ins and outs of the house and the daily challenges. Oh please! I'm coming in to give 10,000%, send you home, and take your money and go home. Period. I really like that. Please. So I don't know who's gonna go against Jordan, but I'm just being honest. I don't see anybody in that house that can beat him. And I'm not being really fair about this because Jordan not only plays strategically and smart, physically is a beast. People say, "Oh, he's little in his hand." That means nothing. His physical, how far he pushes his body, is insane. And this is one event he's doing. One, please. It's gonna be good. I swear to God, I'll fight tooth and nail to make sure I won or did the best in the challenge. So I will not go in the pit. Ooh, they making it very tough on the kids, but I like it because, as I stated 100 times, in the history of the challenge, the vets them becoming their history becoming veterans is rough. When they was like the rookies and things, they had to take a lot of slings and arrows, and a lot of these new up and coming vets, they don't have to do it. So I like how the challenge is kind of like we're gonna put you in school for a second, and then you get your stripes or whatever. But even after this, they won't have their stripes. But if you beat a challenge vet, That's enough. That's it. That's all you need. Because some of the vets that are vets now only became a vet because they took out a challenge. And I'm sorry, took out a vet themselves. Some of the vets that we see now that we call the icons and things, they took out when they was a rookie at one time. And I can't remember who it was exactly. Took out a vet, and after that, they was known as a veteran. So that's why the MTV is smart. It's a quicker way. If you take out a vet and you're a rookie, you're automatically acclimated as a veteran. Horatio is the only one that trained with Jordan. Jordan felt like Horatio was like him. He gave him a lot of training when they was together at one point in time and the other. So, Horatio to me is close. But still, he's too green. So, anyway, y'all, that's all I got. That's the end of it. That's the preview. I didn't get to the preview, but they did show a preview of the vets who I wanted to talk about. So, I'm talking a little about the fight, the first part, 2 hours. It was some good stuff. Y'all, this will be on podcast. If you talked on the space, Miguel, thank you. Dave, thank you. It will be on podcast tomorrow. And you can hear yourself, and you can share the link to everybody to hear. And it will be on Anchor. It will be on Apple and Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Music, and so on and so on. So thank you guys for coming in. I apologize for the riff raff and trash that came in. I understand my history. I'm a blogger that's known, but the challenge thing is weird because when I did the challenge last year, it was popping, it was hot. I used to have 30, 50, 60 people in my chat, and I had challengers in my chat. It was crazy. Fans got mad at that, bro. I still don't understand why. Fans got mad. Then when I had the spaces where Michelle came into my chat, got into it with Cinco, said some stuff to me, and Jay came into my chat. Olivia was here. I built relationships with them. People was pissed and started saying all the spoilers is in her spaces. So when the reunion came on, they couldn't say anything. I was like, the reunion said a lot. They didn't say shit in my space. They did, but not like. Go ahead, Miguel.
Yeah, you just said it. They just want the drama to be in the reunion. But the thing is like it's this is probably was resolved even before they probably went into your space, or even then. Like a lot of the stuff that they dealt with in the season, it takes a long time until the reunion, so it all gets resolved. So I don't know why people get upset about that. They should be happy about it because it's free entertainment that you can listen to online. It's juicy stuff that you don't have to wait and see. You can listen to it right after the episode airs. So people's feelings are more brought up into the surface after watching the episode. So people shouldn't complain. And you shouldn't be ashamed of those spaces. I thoroughly enjoyed them. I was there last year. I saw a lot of those spaces. I was entertained. Was really happy to see you uh, associate yourself and converse with the rest of the cast. And I really hope, I would like to see, I know this is probably too big, but I would like to see you host a challenge reunion. That would be fun. I feel like you would get her and Charlotte Jackson that show on the podcast or something. That would be really fun.
That is my dream, baby. That is my dream. You said it out loud, and maybe it was it. No, not maybe. It will shall be. I would love to do that. I would love to host a reunion, do these things. This is something that I aspire to do. I've been doing commentary on reality, a black woman doing commentary on like the challenge for years. I didn't start doing it. I just loved the show. I thought it was different compared to a lot of shows that's out there, and it still is different. And there's a lot of copycats out there. So people have hated on that. Well, this is my first time. I won't say that people have not hated. I've had like people who supported me, but I get more views from the Big Brothers and the other things I do. But the challenge spaces, I've never understood where the hate came from. A lot of love, but a lot of hate. So I don't know. And the challenge community is different from Big Brother. It's really different. And so they've gotten together. And the crazy thing about it is that's weird for me. The challenge community, they are everywhere. I went to a space and started talking. Somebody jumped in the space and said, Are you doing spaces about challenge again? And we gonna tell all spoilers?" I'm like, "What the fuck?" I swear to God. And that was last season. And I'm like, "How? Where is this information at that I can see that you guys are saying that my challenge spaces last season told spoilers before the reunion?" There was a little bit of tea that was spilled, but to me, it was nothing to go ooh and ahhing about it. I didn't see none of my stuff on like the challenge, uh, whatever tea spots, whatever you call them. I didn't see any of that. I didn't think it was so spicy, so hot. Those videos are actually up, and my podcast is still up. You can go to my podcast and find those old challenge spaces where all the cast is on there and everything. It was a really popular space, no lies. And they're still on podcast. You want to listen to them. And I don't think they said anything that was so heavy. Because when you watch the reunion that season and listen to my spaces, the reunion is way crazy because that was a crazy season. Like I said, a few things, and Miguel said he was there. There was a few things spilled. You know what I'm saying? There was like, oh, I didn't know that. But it was stuff they would say on their Instagram live. You know how they go live and say, oh, y'all didn't see us in the scene. It was stuff like that. And I just never understood where the hate came from. And for that person to come in just now and say that in my face, like, who are y'all? Is it a collective of one person? And where are y'all? But I'm going to say this again because this is recorded and you guys are listening. Bring it. I love to smoke. I eat it up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I ain't sure, baby. I am in Texas. So again, we can do this. I'm a challenge vet fan and blogger. You can't touch me. So stop. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for joining, Antoinette. Thank you, Miguel. And I don't want to say, I think it says BB Lover. Oh, BB Lover. Okay. Thank you for coming through and joining the space. I appreciate y'all. I'll be back again next week. Even when the haters come, I'm still going to talk. It's all good. I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.